Hello everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more Let's Play The Last Remnant. Today we're going to be taking care of a little bit of an investigation here in Crookfen. Basically what's going on is that some of the seals that are surrounding Crookfen, they've been broken. So it's up to us to go to these seals and reseal them. But in order to reseal them, we have to take care of the three rulers of which who are guarding these said seals, or whatever. Ooh, excuse me.
Come on out.
So, let's see, what can I talk about today? I truthfully don't have any topics whatsoever. I really don't. I've used up all the topics that I've actually came up with in the last two videos. Now for the first ruler of which we have to take down in order to seal the first seal within the Crookfen is known as the ruler of mystic arts. As the name suggests, he is a specialist when it comes to mystic arts, but it can also deal some physical attacks too and are also quite dangerous. And it's also a very familiar enemy as well. Looks like one of the were-dragons that we've encountered on the 5th path. Really, it looks just like it, but it isn't. It's something else. Again, another reskin. But hey, what can you do? Sometimes you just gotta deal with reskins. It happens. Also, the ruler of mystic arts is not alone. It has two other enemy unions with him. The first enemy union is the Vile Wizards, and the second one is its cousin, which I can't remember its name off the top of my head. It'll come up again in the next turn, that much I know. So much like before, these enemies are not hard to take down, except when it comes to the ruler of mystic arts. It is a bit more of a challenge to take down as opposed to the were-dragons of which we've faced before. And this is one of the reasons why. Because it has a bit of a tendency to use merry-go-round. It has a little bit of a short range, but it can be dangerous depending on how many unions are within the area and who are actually facing them.
Don't be discouraged. I was only taking a little there. Come now, you're holding us back.
This is another reason why I like Darren. He actually starts with a good number of arts, both physical and also, I think maybe one or two mystic, and also some item arts. Item arts, very good, because they're very fast. So what can I say about this battle? Really, there isn't much to say. Just approach with caution and try to deal with the other enemy unions as fast as you can. Also, if you actually manage to kill the ruler of mystic arts, the battle will be won despite the fact that there will be other enemies within the area. So just thought I'd put that out there before. Just because. I just feel like putting it out there. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Oh my, I just puked in my mouth a little. That's disgusting. So at this point in the battle, this is when things really start to get serious, because our morale is low, one of our stronger unions is dead. Well, not anymore, but you get the point. They went down really quickly due to the merry-go-round. I don't know, it was something else, I can't remember. Either way, this enemy, the ruler of mystic arts, you gotta hate him. Along with the basilics. I think that's what they are, basilics. they are pretty deadly, but thankfully aren't too deadly. And since we revived Lord David's squad with the decoy squad, well, this is when things really start to get interesting. Because we have to change strategies and change who's attacking who. Thankfully, it's not going to take too long. And we instantly turn the battle around and pretty much put it back into equal ground thanks to that mixed messages. I'm really glad that mixed messages went through. Really am. Otherwise, we probably would have been having more of a bad time. Because having a low morale from what I've read, it's not good. That much I know. But it also gives you like negative things like critical triggers won't happen as often as opposed to having high morale or middle of the road morale, if you know what I mean. And also, the enemy gets bonuses for having a high morale. Yeah. Kind of dumb. But that's the way morale works in this game. You gotta love Loki. They'll surprise you in so many ways that you can't even possibly imagine. Along with Gabriel, he's also very surprising. Especially if he takes one of your shields, and one of your good shields, that you're not using at the time. Because he needs it a lot more than you do. That's just my opinion. Well, at least we're starting to turn this battle around. I mean, sure, we don't have the highest morale like we did before, but better than nothing, I always say. Alright, onward to turn 7, and it's time for another blackout. This was something I was aiming for too, because I wanted another blackout. And with that, the enemy is destroyed. I can't believe we're already on the 4th variant of blackouts for Lord David. And Rush still hasn't even learned his first variant. Because I really wanted him to learn Blackout as well, but we haven't had a chance to really teach him yet, now have we? Anyways, the next enemy we're facing, I think we've seen him before, but really, we haven't. It's a reskin, but it's actually a rare monster. This is known as something I can't even say the name of. This enemy, from what I experienced, is this. He doesn't have too high of an attack power, but he can be relatively dangerous. It does have a good amount of HP, but it really shouldn't put you into a panic of any sort. I mean, sure, at times it can deal over 1,000 in damage, but it really depends on your morale and how many times it actually hits you. And also what attacks it uses. At certain points it'll just attack normally, and when its HP gets low, that'll be when it starts spamming certain attacks that attacks multiple unions. But it has a really short range, so that you really shouldn't have anything to worry about. No, let's see if I can come up with a topic within the next few moments here.
Yes, everybody's getting hyped.
And also because we are dealing with this enemy and we can, I really don't know how this works. Sometimes you can actually flank the enemy via a command, like strike from the sides. And with that we'll be able to strike the enemy's flank and deal some extra damage. So that'll be good to know. Sometimes you'll also get a command to be able to strike the enemy from the rear, and they'll really deal some extra damage. But that is more rare than having a strike from the sides. And striking from the sides via a command prompt, that's also pretty rare. So if you can execute the ability to strike from the sides, do it. Unless you're executing a special attack, then that's different. Now let's see if I really can come up with another topic. Also, this is the attack I was talking about, the hustle. He pretty much just charges at whatever units are in front of his path. Again, not too hard. What did I say? It's pretty easy to dodge, oddly enough, if you have a high morale. Even if you don't, then, well, you're gonna get hurt a lot. Especially if you have a bunch of unions bunched up together. Just saying, it happens. I guess one thing I could talk about is this. I'm in a bit of a rut when it comes to Animal Crossing New Leaf. I really haven't been playing it as often as I used to, and the reason is because I'm just not having as much fun as I used to. I don't know why, but it really has gotten repetitive and boring. I mean, I haven't finished upgrading my house or anything yet, but still, I mean, the easiest method of getting money is going to the island at night and going alone around 7 PM and catching bugs all night long and getting around 300 to 400,000 bells per trip. And with that, I've gotten so freaking bored, I tried to put on something on the side I can actually watch while hunting down bugs. And one I've been watching was Futurama while doing so. And despite this, I'm just bored out of my mind. So basically, I'm getting bored with Animal Crossing New Leaf. I really am. I want to hear from you guys. Are you getting bored as well? And I also want to know how I can make the game more fun. It makes me want to come back and play the game again. I really want to know, because I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just not having as much fun as I used to. Now we have the next enemy, the next ruler. And shoot, what is the name of this ruler? We'll find out in a sec. After we readjust our settings, and boom, let's go.
Come on, let's kick some ass.
The next ruler is the ruler of shields. It's basically like one of them hermit crab-like monster hybrids. Not too hard to take down, unlike the ruler of Mystic Arts. Man, that guy was a freaking pain in the butt, but this guy, not so much. It's not as big of a pain as the ruler of Mystic Arts, that much I know. And also the other enemies of which we're going to be facing are rock shells. They do have a bit of a tendency to deal with the... oh, how can I put this? They open themselves really easily to raid locks, but they can also be really deadly when provoked. So be sure to take them out as soon as you can. And what I mean by this is they do have a bit of a tendency to use bone. Yeah, that's it, bone. Just bone. Like a bone. Alright, time to deal some serious damage. And boom! This sucker is already dead? Are you serious? It was only 2 turns. Dang! I'm that freaking good. Let me tell you. I love being able to be the king of the freaking rock. So with that, we are now on our way to the 3rd and final seal. And this seal, I think, is the ruler of weapons. Also, you can fight the enemies around here if you want to gain some extra experience. but I wanted to get the side quests done as soon as possible because I was already over an hour. Well, I was almost an hour into the recording session, and yeah. Alright, time for the final enemy. The final ruler of Crookfen. The ruler of weapons. Excuse me. The ruler of weapons is surrounded by two other enemy unions, like the spiders and giant spiders. Remember them from frickin' the Great Subterrane? Yeah, they're back and they're ready to fight with all their might. And fight for their rights to party, like a rock star. This enemy, I have to say, has a tendency to cast some really annoying attacks, such as Silencer, which disables your Mystic Arts and deals a lot of damage too. And also the spiders are no laughing joke either. They have a bit of a tendency to swarm one single union and really mess them up. If you can catch my drift. Alright, time to deal with these guys. What can I say about the ruler of weapons? The ruler of weapons, from what I've experienced, is the middle of the road as far as difficulty is concerned when it comes to the different rulers of Crookfen. They're dangerous, and they also can just bleh. Order of difficulty from easiest to hardest. Easiest was obviously the ruler of shields. Second hardest, ruler of weapons. The hardest of all, the ruler of mystic arts. My opinion. What is yours? If you are a veteran of the last Remnant, what is your take? What is, if you participated in this side quest, what was the hardest of the three rulers of which you took on? I'd love to hear from you. For me, as I've stated numerous times, it was the ruler of mystic arts. It gave me the most trouble. So, let's see, what else can I talk about? I'm not too sure at the moment, but I will think of something, so give me time. What else can I talk about? Despite it being December when this video is being uploaded and I'm recording this in freaking November, around this time of year, this is when the snow should be coming in. But it hasn't yet. However, I'm probably going to be eating my own words by the time this video is released because we're probably going to have our head and necks covered in snow. I don't know. Now I have another question for you today. And that is this. Has it started snowing around your area, or has it snowed at all yet? From where you live? Let me know in the comments section below. I would love to hear it. As for me, I have no idea yet. I'm recording this really far in advance. Yeah, I'm not freaking far in. Deal with it. Alright, time to finish this freaking thing off. Die! There we go. Dealt almost 30,000 in damage. Wow, that's insane. My guess Lord David's Ex Machina is defense piercing special ability? I don't know. Now that all three rulers of Crookfen have been defeated, we can now finish the sealing ritual. And there we go, all the seals have been resealed. And that's it. Our time here is finished. Despite the fact that we couldn't find Roberto's comrades or anything like that. This is another thing I really gotta talk about. At the end of this side quest, you'll have to butt into this conversation between Ophelia and Roberto. And based on your decision and who you agree with within the next series of side quests, depends on your reward and which you will be receiving. If you agree with Roberto all 3 times when you are dealing with this side quest, then he will become recruitable along with 2 other people. However, if you agree with Athena, or whatever her name is, all 3 times, then you'll not get as good of a reward, and you'll actually get access to another side quest. By the way, this side quest that I'm talking about is known as At Hatred's End. In the PC version, this side quest is not required in order to complete the game and get access to the real final boss. However, in the 360 version, it is required. Just thought I'd put it out there. So, what am I doing with this playthrough? Well, I'm agreeing with Roberto. I think he provides you with a better reward if you agree with him all 3 times, as opposed to not. Because getting more money and having him become a part of our party is a better reward than just getting another side quest. That's just my opinion anyway. And it's also a very important fact that I want to put out there for any of you TLR veterans. Now what's going on? Looks like we're summoned back here to the castle again, and this time we're going to be doing something else. And this something else I'm actually going to be saving for next time because I've been recording this video for far too long. At least that's when it came to the raw recording itself. But nonetheless, this will be saved for next time. And also next time we're going to be exploring yet another path. One of the many underground passageways within the underside of our beloved kingdom. Anyways, this is General Snivy with Let's Play The Last Remnant. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Next time, we're going back underground.